laptop to the inverters, and I just noticed that these inverters that are connected in parallel, they just didn't change just the frequency. They made some other changes on the settings, on the parameters. The frequency was changed to 50, and then my bulk charging was changed to 58.4, and then the float charging was changed to 54. All those settings, I didn't have them like that. My bulk charging was 56. My float charging was 54.5. Then also it changed my AC input range, and it says UPS, and it was before set up as an appliance. And also the battery type, I didn't have flooded. I have other, and that's how I was able to change my settings, my voltages and stuff. So this is just crazy what these inverters are doing. Like I said, it's just I'm just kind of like exhausting, that almost every single day is a challenge with these inverters. It's kind of hard to believe they don't work properly at all. But anyway, I'll show you here on my laptop what I'm talking about. Okay, so I mentioned there is here the bulk charging 58.4. That's supposed to be 56. The floating charging voltage supposed to be 54.5. And then the battery type, that's supposed to be other. I can show you here. That's what I had to be able to make the changes that I wanted. There was actually, my apologies. It was user, this one here, user. So with the uses, I can change the voltage. Now, I have to put my password here, but this is just crazy. It's just unbelievable the things that happen with these inverters. I'm just having a hard time to believe that these new units are doing all this. Okay, so let's go back to this. I can probably make some changes while it's working, but not too many. Let's see, battery type user. Okay, we're gonna see if it's gonna accept that. Okay, the change was accepted. And my bulk charging, because right now it's not charging, it's nighttime, I had to lower that to 56. Okay, I'm gonna apply that. And let's see if that's gonna be accepted. It's gonna take it forever, but it's not doing it. I'll change the other one to 54.5. Yeah, it's not accepting the changes. Oh, looks like it did, but it's probably just for the user. And this one, like I said, it was an appliance, and now it's UPS. I don't know. It's just, these inverters are doing almost whatever they want. They don't conserve it. I mean, we can save the settings. I've been using them for several days, and then suddenly it changes everything. And I've done it one time before. This is the second time that this is happening. I'm just surprised of how things happen with these things, At least it didn't change from parallel to single, because then that was going to burn the inverters, So they're all in parallel, and that's good. That's good that it didn't change while it was working to singles, because you cannot have it as singles because they're supposed to be working in parallel. I mean, all the cables are connected in parallel, so you don't just make a change and thank God they didn't change by themselves, to parallel. So only change the type of battery, the AC input range, and also change the bulk charging and the float charging. I think that's about it, and the frequency, as I mentioned. Let me see what else we have here. This is just crazy. I have to check everything now. These other settings here, I'm not even going to check. Let me see, battery load utility and solar power priority. Actually, I don't know why it has that. It was load battery utility. That's what it was. Okay, so that one there went good. Output source priority. That is solar power. Solar power priority. Load battery. Okay. And output source priority. Solar battery utility. Solar battery utility. I think we're good. Solar battery utility. Yeah, I think we're good. Utility is always at the end. What's the other option? No, we don't want solar utility battery, no, because we're not connected to the utility. So it's going to be low battery utility, solar battery utility. And let me see what else we have. This one, it was changed. Okay. This one, the full code record, that one there, it'll show that it's saving, but it won't save. It shows that it's setting successful, but it's not going to save it. As soon as I get out of that screen and then come back, it shows something different. Let me show you. I'm going to close the screen. I'm going to come back to the device parameters, and it's going to show that this one didn't hold it. And that's been happening since day one. See that? I make the change, and it's never going to hold it. So I already know that. Battery cutoff voltage. Honestly, I don't have it that low. My batteries never get that low. My batteries are always above 49. This one is showing 40.8. Never going to let them drop that much. I have too many batteries and I have too money invested to let it drop to 40.8. But anyway, I'm not going to change that. Battery discharge voltage when utility is available, full. Then it has 44. AC output voltage. Oh man, it changed the voltage too. This is crazy. This one's supposed to be 120, and it was changing to 110. Uh-oh. And it cut off the power when I made the change. See that? Power went out. I made the change and the power went out. I guess that's normal, but that's crazy. So it changed my voltage to 110. It's just making too many changes without me knowing. This is probably going to damage my devices or some of my appliances here, here at home. It's just crazy. Please find out from your technical support to see what they can do, because see what is required to keep these voltages, in these settings without changing. I'm already saving everything, and I come and check to verify that they're not changed after I close the screen. Come and check again, and let me check again and make sure everything's there. So, okay, voltage is 120, and frequency is 60. Solar power, load battery. So first is giving power to the load, and then the output source priority, solar battery. So that's good. And like I said, I already changed all my flow charging and the bulk charging and the user and appliance. All this I don't have to change. Everything else is going to remain the same. But yeah, it's changing my voltage to a lower voltage. It's changing it to 110 instead of 120, and the frequency to 50. This is just crazy. But anyway, all that is saved, and I'm doing it, from here with my laptop, connecting this cable to my laptop using the USB, because like I said, that SNMP, is not working. That wet box is not working. So I'm not able to use that. So I connect it to one of the units. When I connect to one of the units that's in parallel, it changes the settings to all the units that are in parallel, not just one. All 4 of them are being changed. I don't know if I want to try it again like this, or I just want to separate all the units to 2 units in parallel and split my load. The only problem, every time I split my load, I had to like disconnect all my power cables to the load. I have to disconnect them and separate them. That way I can run two inverters at a time. And then I have to run extensions to be able to do that because all my load is going to be split. It's just too much work. And like I was asking you before, I wish they had those cables for the parallel units, because every time we put this magnets, the cables become too short. Like this one here, this cable here is real short. And if we wanted to bypass one of these units to keep testing, then there's no way we can do it. It can barely reach, as you can see here. We cannot even add more magnets to these units. So that one there has 1 magnet. All the other ones, we added 1 magnet there, as you can see, 1 magnet here. But like I said, it's just, with the distance required, these units are just perfect. You know, the cables are perfect. But if you're going to be testing, these cables are not that great, because if one of the units, we need to bypass one of the units, we're not able to do it. The only thing that we can do is what you were suggesting before, is jump to the next 2 together or whatever, you know. So probably what I'm going to be doing is like what I said, running 2 inverters at a time in parallel. But like I said, I had to redo all my cabling, you know. I had to split all my load. It's just crazy. It's just too much work. And I've been doing this, you know, since day 1, you know. It's just crazy. Please talk to your technical department to see what their suggestions are, to see if there's something else they can do. I wish they had those cables. That way I can make things easier and finish with all this testing, you know, without redoing all my wiring, you know. It's just too much. Anyway, these 2 units, they were running as singles, and they were just working as chargers. So those I can connect in parallel, but the problem is I had to, like I said, remove my power cables. I had to remove my load cables and separate them in order to just run those 2 in parallel. So basically I had to split everything again. It's just too much work. But anyway, I'll talk to you later, okay? And please let me know what they want me to do. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so let's stop this.